Today I finished the second Ankha polystyrene drawing around 4 p.m. To be exact, it was 3:57 p.m. I recall getting up around 8:30 in the morning. And by that time I had just the bottoms, the back of the bottoms, and the straps for the top on the back of the polystyrene drawing. Though I didn't start working until sometime later, because around 9 in the morning, I had a peanut butter and jelly bagel because at the time at least, we didn't really have any of that honey pecan cream cheese left. It ultimately took hours of work to do the last things I needed to do in order to finish coloring in the back. Throughout outlining and coloring in the details of the clothes for the second Ankha polystyrene drawing, I tried to follow a mummy wrappings pattern. Yeah, but I think at times, in an effort to make it look irregular, like wrappings sometimes are, especially when they're shaped into clothes, such as the case for the second Ankha polystyrene drawing. I recall waking up today around 6 in the morning, but I didn't get up until 8:30 in the morning. I either fell back asleep at times, but actually what I think I did was lie in bed watching YouTube videos on my phone. I tried my best to give the clothes a mummy wrappings look. Which at times I can't help but feel I gave it a bit of a spider's web look is what came to me first. I made some mistakes with the second Ankha polystyrene drawing, such as for one of the paws, and I think I could have done the tail better, but in general, I feel that the second Ankha polystyrene drawing is a big improvement over the first. The face looks more like the source material based off the reference images. Though I felt a need to touch up the face with a fresh yellow Sharpie marker, since it looked a bit faded at points, since I initially colored it with a yellow Sharpie marker that was starting to fade. At the time. A little before that point. Around 1:45 p.m., I had some leftover homemade mac and cheese. Made by Dad's mom. With some sausage. Sausage that Dad cut up. Then put in with the mac and cheese. Then some ketchup was put on top. And I had that with a glass of milk. Whole milk, just like I'm having right now with and I had the peanut butter and jelly bagel sandwich. I eat it as a sandwich, putting the two halves together. I only took a picture of it like that to show what were on the bagel halves. And what was in the picture of that peanut butter and jelly bagel, it was either my first or second cup of a morning pot. I had roughly 3 or so cups. From 8:30 in the morning to 10 to 11 in the morning at the latest. As for what I'm going to work on next, at some points throughout today, I thought of drawing Hank Hill and then having him be a prop character in the 99th Dan Hamming episode, only he wouldn't be Hank Hill. Just someone who happens to look and dress exactly like Hank Hill. I can also draw Beaker a second time. And I also still have those 2 polystyrene cups that I got. The polystyrene cups that I got from our local American Red Cross donation center. From when I donated blood some days ago. Last year I drew quite a few leprechauns. I could try drawing one on a cup. One of those polystyrene cups. Though I think that would be my most detailed drawing yet on a polystyrene cup, if I recall. I recall falling asleep around somewhere between 4:30 and 5 p.m. Basically shortly after and not too long after I finished that second Ankha polystyrene drawing and had it saved, had the picture I took of it saved on my drive so that I could, my Google Drive, so that I could download it onto my laptop. And then I recall waking up around 9:30 p.m. and I went downstairs to let Dad know I was up, and I saw him cooking the pizza that I had. It's a pizza that he made/baked using bobbly bread, though that comes pre-made. You get it, at least we typically get it from Wegmans. Though, for some time I assumed that it would just be a pepperoni pizza. The banana peppers were a fine addition. I don't quite remember at this moment what the best strategy for this type of episodic event minigame is, but I could do some research on it sometime.